Right, good morning and welcome to everyone that is tuned in live on the channel for this matchup between the All Blacks and England. Normally, you guys would see me speaking Afrikaans. Today, we're going to do it in English because it is the All Blacks up against England. So, no Springboks involved in this one. But I'm sure and confident that the English commentary will do today. So, without further ado, let's quickly go and have a look at what is going to happen in this game, starting with the team lineup of the All Blacks. So the back three for today's game: Stephen Perofeta, Sevu Reece, and Mark De Leer in the back three. Three very potent players, very good attacking players. Sevu Reece have been in the All Blacks setup for years now, and Mark De Leer had an absolutely incredible Super Rugby season. And then also Perofeta now coming into his own, having been in and out of the All Black squad for a while now. Then in the midfield, we've got Rico Ioane and Jordie Barrett in the midfield. Two very good players and combining together now for a while. Jordie Barrett has switched from the fullback right wing position to that inside berth and is doing an incredible job in that number 12 jersey. He's also a kicking option for them, very similar to what Dan Carter used to be for the All Blacks, who could play 10 and 12. So an important switch there for Jordie Barrett to the 12. And then Rico Ioane, obviously a very good attacking outside centre with plenty of pace. It's a winger-made centre, and he's evolved his rugby quite a bit since moving to that outside centre. Then the halfback pairing of TJ Perenara and Damian McKenzie comes in. Damian McKenzie getting the nod at 10 finally, and hopefully stepping out of the shadows of Beauden Barrett and Richie Mo'unga. And then obviously TJ Perenara, basically a backup for Cam Roygaard, who's out injured at the moment. So TJ Perenara brings that experience. And it's obviously the first time that the All Blacks are without Aaron Smith, who's retired from the game. So TJ Perenara, with all his experience, comes into that 9 position to bring a little bit of stability to this All Black side. Then we go to the forwards. We've got Ardie Savea, Dalton Papali'i, and Sami Penny Fanua. A very good back three or loose trio combination for this All Black side, with Ardie Savea being the player of the year last year, and then Dalton Papali'i now finally finding the form that's going to give him a certain position in that number 7 jersey with the absence of Sam Cane for this All Black side. Sami Penny Fanua, I don't know too much about him. I've heard quite the rumor that he's very good and an aggressive player, gets over the advantage line really good. So we'll see today what Fanua has got in himself. Obviously, from a South African point of view, we haven't been following the Super Rugby Pacific as we should. So a lot of these players we know from international level, and it's going to be interesting to see how they really gel together under the new coaching staff of Scott Robinson. Then the lock combination of Patrick Tuipulotu and Scott Barrett. Scott Barrett obviously announced as the captain of this All Black side, with Tuipulotu bringing a lot of experience. Two very good line-out jumpers, and Scott Barrett can switch to flank at any given time throughout this game. So a great player to have in that number 4 jersey. The front row forwards, Tyrell Lomax, Cody Taylor, and Ethan de Groot. We've come to know them very well, and a very good scrummaging front row. This is for the All Blacks, so looking forward to see what these guys can bring to the party as well. Then on the bench for this All Black side, the Safo Amoa, Ofa Tuangafasi, Fletcher Newell, Tupavai, Luke Jacobson, Finley Christie, Anton Leonard-Brown, and Beauden Barrett. So interestingly, we don't see any new faces in this All Black setup. No debut today for anyone. That is how important the All Blacks see this test match as. And England, who obviously have played in the Six Nations already this year, it is the All Blacks' first test of the season. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they bring to the party. Jan-Lou Brandt said, sien uit na 'n goeie wedstryd. So a lot of the comments is going to be in Afrikaans. So we're just going to keep it in English for this game, guys. But I'll go through the comments. Sien uit na 'n goeie wedstryd, meaning that he's looking forward to a really good game. He also says that he is looking really forward to this one. Obviously, a big clash, this one, with England last having beaten the All Blacks in New Zealand back in 2003. So it's been ages since they've managed to beat the All Blacks at home. And it's if there's one test that they can do, it's going to be probably be this one, because next weekend it is in Eden Park. So you definitely don't go to Eden Park and win easily. So this is their best chance. Eddie King says, good morning to all. I think New Zealand is going to win this by a single point today. And honestly, I think we've underestimated the All Blacks for so many years. I personally think that the All Blacks are going to run away with this game. I can only see them winning by more than 10 to 15 to even 20 points if this game gets loose. England's still not where they're supposed to be. They're definitely not that great team that they were back in 2003. So, from my expectation, I would almost say the All Blacks by 15 to 20 points today. And obviously, they're playing at the Forsyth Bar, which is a closed venue. So whether not impacting this game at all. So it's going to be interesting running rugby game that we're going to see from this All Black side. Let's go through the England side real quickly, starting with the back three. We've got George Furbank, Emmanuel Vaya-Habosa, and Tommy Freeman. So they're looking for consistency, and Vaya-Habosa is probably the new face for this England side, obviously. Um, there were lots of rumors and rivalries between them and Wales regarding Vaya-Habosa, but now he's finding himself in that starting lineup for England, and he's starting to cement that place for him as well. And George Furbank obviously had a great English Premiership season, so looking forward to see what this free can bring to the table. Then in the midfield, we've got Henry Slade and Ollie Lawrence, of course, another combination that is growing in stature. Henry Slade has been around for years now in this England setup, and Ollie Lawrence now trying to make that number 12 jersey his own, with the fact that Manu Tuilagi no longer available for this England side. Then obviously the halfback pairing of Alex Mitchell and Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith has taken over from Owen Farrell, which also not available for the England side. It's life without Farrell for England, but I think Marcus Smith has done a really good job slotting in at that number 10 jersey. So really looking forward to see what he can bring to this party against the likes of Damian McKenzie. And then obviously Alex Mitchell, a very good scrum half indeed for this England side. Looking at the forwards, we've got the loose trio of Ben Earl, Sam Underhill, and Chandler Cunningham himself. Ben Earl, very good number 8. And I do regard him as one of the best number 8s in world rugby at the moment. And then obviously Sam Underhill, a very good ball stealer on the ground. Chandler Cunningham himself, the more direct player who's going to run straight at the opposition all day long. A very good defender, and probably one of the strength of this England side today. Then the lock combination of George Martin and Maro Itoje. It's been coming for a while. Maro Itoje, been with the England setup, been regarded as one of the best locks in world rugby before. So I think it's a matter of finding the form that made them good players. And then obviously the front row, Will Stewart, Jamie George, and Joe Marler, with Jamie George leading out the side in the absence of Owen Farrell, of course. Then the bench, Theo Dan, Finn Baxter, Dan Cole, Alex Coles, Tom Curry, Ben Spencer, Finn Smith, and Ollie Slightholm. Probably the big name we're all talking about on this bench, Finn Smith, who's had a phenomenal season and now finally getting his chance to prove it in the England jumper as well. So it's a big one, and really looking forward to this one. And Neville has greeted us all a good evening. Obviously, it's evening there in New Zealand. So, early morning here in South Africa, 9 a.m. So, looking forward to this one. And as you guys can see, I've got some new merch. I do have the Rugby Guru hoodie on. And then also we've got the Rugby Guru coffee cup or mug, as you would say. So, we all settled in, and let me know what you guys think of it, and whether it's something that should make available for sale in the future. We'll talk about it a little bit later with the Springbok game as well. But for now, it is the All Blacks up against England. And obviously, as per usual, England now onto the field with the All Blacks to follow. And then, of course, the New Zealand haka that will be done as well. So, it's going to be interesting. The last time that England beat the All Blacks was in 2019. They won 19-7 in the World Cup. And in the last game that they played was a draw in 2022 when both teams drew 25 all. So, looking forward to this one. And then Ann Neville says, yes, good to see you and go the All Blacks. So let's quickly have a look at the referee for today. We've got Nika Amaukeli, assistant referee Nick Berry, Jordan Way, and then the TMO Eric Galzens from France. So, yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Georgian referee for this game, as the All Blacks now make their way onto the field as well, playing in now what seems to be almost like a vintage All Black jersey, and it's a really nice kit. Do yourself a favor if you're a big rugby fan, try and get yourself one of these vintage All Black rugby jerseys as well. It looks really good, and looking forward to maybe getting myself one as well. Dolly says, good morning, Guru. So yeah, we've got a few supporters here today. Obviously not the same kind of flow of support that we would see with the South African games. Obviously, this is a South African YouTube channel, and mostly South African people. So expecting a bigger flow later today, and really looking forward to doing a little bit of English commentary for a change. Look, when I started, we did English, and slowly we moved over to Afrikaans for the Springbok supporters and South African fans. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this today. And yeah, we're going to get ready for a really important game here between the two sides. It's important in the sense that it's Scott Robinson's first game as head coach. A lot has been said about him taking over. I think it's been overdue by a couple of years already. He should have taken over after the World Cup in 2019. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Now finally gets his opportunity, and really looking forward to see what he brings to New Zealand rugby, as we currently got the national anthems of England running in the background. And then obviously we're going to have the All Blacks, and then also the New Zealand haka coming up in a very short while. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff to this game. We will be going through the team lineups in just a short while again, just to see how things go. So yeah, one more look at the Rugby Guru mug. There you guys go. I'm going to leave it at that. And yeah, let's go and have a look through the team lineups one more time. So we've got Stephen Perofeta, Sevu Rees, and Mark Delea in the back three for the All Blacks. Then in the midfield, we've got Rico Ioane and Geordie Barrett, with the halfback pairing of TJ Perenara and Damian McKenzie. And in the forwards, we've got Adi Surveyor, Dalton Papali, Sami Penny, Svenua as the loose trio, with the lock combination of Patrick Tuipulotu and Scott Barrett in the locks. And in the front row, Tyrell Lomax, Cody Taylor, and Ethan de Groot. Then on the bench, we've got the Safa Amoa, Ofa Tuanga Fassi, Fletcher Newell, Tupavai, Luke Jacobson, Finley Christie, Anton Leonard Brown, and Bowden Barrett. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this first All Black side. No debutants for this one, and a very interesting look, because I've become used to the fact that the All Blacks do give away a lot of new caps at the start of a season, which in this case, very surprising that Scott Robinson stuck to the tried and tested as well. And it's going to be interesting to see what his plans are for the future. Going through the England side one more time, we've got George Furbank, Emmanuel Vaihabosa, and Tommy Freeman in the back three, with Henry Slate and Ollie Lawrence in the midfield, and then the halfback combination of Alex Mitchell and Marcus Smith. Then the forwards, we've got Ben Earl, Sam Underhill, Chandler Cunningham South for the loose trio, lock combination of George Martin, Maro Itoje, and in the front row of Will Stewart, Jamie George, and Joe Marler. And then on the bench, we've got Theo Dan, Finn Baxter, Dan Cole, Alex Coles, Tom Curry, Ben Spencer, Finn Smith, and Ollie Slightholm. And then one last time, the referee Nika Amashu Kelly from Georgia, assisted by Nick Berry, Jordan Way, and the TMO Eric Galzens, as we get ready for the New Zealand haka coming up now. Peter Mason says, good morning, Guru. How's it going, Peter? Hope you're well. And then Ali Martin says, morning, sir. Tuned in from Cape Town, Springbok supporter. May the best team win today. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this game, but because I wanted to watch the game, I thought, well, let's just go ahead. let's do this and just enjoy the game together. Christian Nutting says, good morning, Rugby Guru, 3 a.m. in Florida in the USA. As always, thank you for the commentary. Chris Hutton, go All Blacks. So, yeah, from a South African point of view, I'm obviously also supporting the All Blacks today. A lot of people saying that it's going to be a close encounter. I think the All Blacks are going to run away with this game by 15 to 20 points. Jamestown Boy says, Aussie here, always supporting the Southern Hemisphere. Hope it's a Southern Hemisphere sweep today. So, yeah, very similar, in my opinion, Jamestown. Definitely looking forward to seeing the All Blacks beat England, the Springboks beating Ireland, and obviously Australia beating Wales a little bit later as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one is going to go. But the haka almost done, and we're almost ready for the kickoff to this game. And it's one of those games that you don't know what to expect, but you expect the All Blacks to come out firing. And with the fact that England have played some test match rugby already this season, one almost expect them to be more consistent early on in this game. But the moment the All Blacks are going to find their feet, it's going to be an easy road ahead for them, I think, personally. Might be wrong. I've been wrong on a lot of occasions before, but I just got the sneaky feeling that the All Blacks are going to show their world-class performance again today. Dolly says England will beat England. England will be beaten easily, no country at all. And then Ali Martin says the All Blacks going to win 35 points to 10. So, I think we're on the same page, more or less, what the scoreboard is going to be. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think is going to be the outcome. Vincent Vinant says, I feel England will beat the All Blacks today. That's an interesting one. But, obviously, it's test match rugby, and anything can happen on the day. So it wouldn't surprise me too much. But, let's get ready for this game. It's almost the time to kick off. And it's the All Blacks up against England as the referee now, just getting everything ready for the kickoff to this match. And I'll tell you now who's kicking off and from which side of the field as well. It's just great to have test match rugby back, and always a great clash. It's like I said, a 21-year drought for England. They haven't won on New Zealand soil since 2003. So, let's see if they can change the tide here today. I don't think it's going to happen. But again, so the All Blacks are going to kick off from right to left on our screens. And good luck to both teams. Let's see how this one is going to turn out. And we'll see how this first 40 minutes play out. But I'm expecting a tight one in the first 40 with the All Blacks running it away in the second half of this game. So, let's see. With the kickoff from Damian McKenzie, it's a deep one. And inside the 22, it's collected there by Alex Mitchell, who's going to kick it downfield. And that one's not going to find touch. Caught by the All Blacks just inside their own half now. And a chance now for Perifetto, who makes it up to the halfway line. Now Perenara gets it out to Tuipulotu. Damian McKenzie with a pass out to Rika Ioane. Out to Mark Delia, still on the halfway line. Now cuts back on the inside. Brought down just over halfway, but it's been snatched by Moro Itoje, with England now in possession of the ball. Sam Underhill, out it goes now. A chance to move it wide. Marcus Smith out to Henry Slade. Over the top. It goes, and now picked up by the All Blacks. Here's trouble as the All Blacks go on the attack. It's Samisoni Fanua who's going to be driven over the touch about 5 meters out from the 22 on the far side of the field. So the All Blacks showing very early on how dangerous they can be from open play when that ball gets loose. But a great opportunity for the English. Goes a begging because of poor handling there. Just a little bit over eager. And then Fanua just been dragged over the touchline there, over the 22, just short of the 22. Now thrown in. It's Cunningham South who takes it in. Cut away from Ben Earl into the hands there. It goes of Ollie Lawrence, who makes a couple of meters. Now between the 10 and the 22-meter line inside England's half. About 10 meters from the far side touchline. It's Alex Mitchell who goes to the box kick over the top. waiting for it now. Well taken by Damian McKenzie on the 10-meter line as New Zealand secures the ball. Now it comes out to Dalton Papali'i on the 10-meter line. He goes to ground. Back it comes again to Perofeta, who puts it on the bird. Cross kick here, and it's going to bounce once and over the touchline, about 5 meters inside the half of England on the grandstand side of the field. So both teams just feeling out each other at the moment. And Peter asking, what's the weather like? It looks fair. Like I said, it's a closed doors. So it's a closed stadium. So no weather conditions is going to stand in the way today. Taken now, Alex Mitchell to Marcus Smith. Made straight there by Ben Earls up to the halfway line now. Box kick over the top from Mitchell. The chase now coming from Abosa and brought to ground as Damian McKenzie just outside his own 22 towards the middle of the field now. It's Bernardo gets it out to Ari Surveyor. He's tackled backwards inside the 22, about 10 meters out from the grandstand touchline here. It's TJ Perenara now waiting for this ball as he goes for the box kick over the top, and that's one that's going to find touch round about between the 10 and the halfway line inside the All Blacks half. TJ Perenara made his test debut back in 2014 for the All Blacks. So let's see what happens with this one. Jamie George with the throw in and to the back to George Martin, or Cunningham himself got it, but then lost it, and it's going to be a knock on from England. So scrum down to the All Blacks on the 10-meter line inside their own half. So 3.5 minutes gone in this one, and a little bit of handling errors here and there. Not getting the attacking and defensive structures 100% at the moment. Jameson Boy says All Blacks going to go back to their old ways this year. This is just a warm-up. And then VRH says good morning from Mississippi in the USA. Welcome again to everybody who's tuned in for this live commentary match between the All Blacks and England. We're about 4 minutes in and still no score. England 902 kilos in the back to the 935 of the All Blacks. So a bit of a weight advantage for the All Blacks. Let's see if the scrumming technique is better from England. Scrum fed and goes down immediately, and it's a penalty to England. So an early opportunity here for points to the England side. And I'm sure that Marcus Smith will have a crack from here towards the middle of the field on the 10-meter line here inside the New Zealand's half. And that's exactly what he does, having a shot at goal here very early on. So that first scrum, worrying stuff there. Obviously, the England front row, very experienced. And Tyrell Lomax penalised there against Joe Marler, giving away the penalty there. And England now with the opportunity to get the first points of this game on the 10-meter line inside the All Blacks half, about 20, 25 meters out from the grandstand side of the field. So let's see what Marcus Smith does with this one. 5.5 minutes gone in this first half, and England with the opportunity to get the first points onto the board. Standing in for Owen Farrell. Big boots to fill, but confident he can do it. And that kick, however, has been pulled to the left, and a really poor kick from Marcus Smith early on in this one, which keeps the scoreboard still at 0-0 locked in. Damian McKenzie is going to restart this now from the 22-meter line, and early points goes a begging for England. A deep kick in from McKenzie, and now collected by England on the 10-meter line inside their own half. It's Freeman who's going to run this. In fact, it's Furbank who gets it up to the halfway line. Now Mitchell, out it goes to Henry Slater, puts it on the boot, but charged down by the All Blacks and collected by Sevilla. Now the ball spills out loose on the halfway line, and it's England who gets away with it. It's Alex Mitchell now out to Lawrence. Now it's Benell who clears. makes it straight now. Mitchell again. Mitchell still going just short of the 22 now. Between the 22 and the 10, and it's turnover by the All Blacks again. And now it's Jordie Barrett who gets it out to Perofeta. Perofeta gets it out to Fanua. Now just inside their own half, right on the touchline here on the far side. Perenara gets it out again. Now McKenzie. Out it goes to Jordie Barrett. The ball spills out loose. And it's Aboso who picks it up. Here's trouble for the All Blacks. As Aboso not held in a tackle. But the referee has called them back here for a knock-on from England all the way back. Otherwise, it would have been try time to the All Blacks. So just a knock-on in that tackle from Henry Slate on Jordie Barrett, which made the ball spill loose. Abosa was onto it very quickly, and they're not held in the tackle and nearly went over the try line. But either way, scrum down to the All Blacks here between the 22 and the 10 towards the middle of the field. Greg Kukamur also says good morning to the rugby guru, and thanks for the broadcast. It's a pleasure, Greg. Right, so let's see what happens with this scrum here. The All Blacks giving away a penalty from that first scrum, and let's see if they can rectify this early on. 8 minutes gone. As Perenara feeds this one in, it goes down again, but the ball is available, so it comes out to McKenzie, puts it on the boot, and he is going to find touch about 5 meters inside England's half on the grandstand side of the field. So good little wobbly little kick. Though it's wobbly, it was good. It was flat, it was low, and it was done on purpose to catch the England defensive line off guard there. So Jamie George then with the throw in 5 meters inside his own half. And the poor line out there from Jamie George as the planned move doesn't go according to plan. And a knock-on from England, which will see another scrum to the All Blacks. This time 5 meters inside the half of England. So Jamie George attempted throw-in there. Looked like a planned move, but communication lacking there from the England forwards. And now a scrum to the All Blacks. About 20 meters out from the grandstand side. And a chance for Perenara to feed this one in again. Scott Robinson's first test as the All Blacks. Steve Borthwick, now almost a season campaigner for England as their head coach. Who's going to come away with the victory? Nervy stuff so far from the All Blacks in this opening 10 minutes. But they've survived the first 10 minutes, even with them looking a little bit rusty at the moment, trying to find their feet. And it's just a matter of time before this wall is going to break, I feel. Perenara with the feet to the scrum, and now the scrum gets backing. And the big scrum from the All Blacks leads to the first penalty for the All Blacks. And a little bit of sweet revenge there on the England backer forwards. So this one between the 10 and the halfway line, Ethan de Groot gets the accolades there for a brilliant scrum from the All Blacks. So a chance now maybe for the All Blacks to put some points onto the board. But as I know them, they might end up going for the touchline, which they will. Jordie Barrett is going to kick this one downfield. And that one is going to find touch round about 5 meters out from the try line on the grandstand side of the field. Big scrum from the All Blacks. They always say revenge is sweet. And that one definitely was sweet enough. So, yeah, not 5 meters, about 10 meters out. Let's see what they can do. Taken beautifully there by Tui Pelotto. Now broken free from Dalton Papali. He's going to charge forward about 5 meters out now. It's the All Blacks on the charge. Now Perenara, but a little knock-on from the All Blacks. And this is so uncharacteristic from this All Black side. A knock-on 5 meters out from the try line. And I feel it's the pressure that England is putting on them at the breakdown. We've seen a couple of steals in this opening 11 minutes. And the All Blacks will have to sort that out as quickly as possible. I feel that Dalton Papali might have just tried to go too far on his own with that ball. The support play wasn't there, and the pressure from England, and then that little knock on coming from Sevilla. And now it's a scrum 5 meters out from England's own try line. Alex Mitchell to feed this one in for England. Last time these two played back in 2022, it was 25-all. Scrum feed coming up now for Alex Mitchell. Big scrum. Both teams have given away a penalty now, and here comes the referee just blows on his whistle, and we will have a reset scrum then. Still 5 meters out from the England try line. 12.5 minutes gone in this first half. Let's see how it pans out. Obviously, 20 days to go to the Olympic Games. For those of you who is going to follow the Olympics, just a mention of it. But unfortunately, we're not going to be doing the Olympics, but maybe we'll end up doing the sevens for the Olympics. We'll wait and see. Might have been spoken a little bit too early there. Alex Mitchell's going to feed this one in for England now. And this time a free kick to England, pushing too early from the All Blacks. And it's those little mistakes that's costing the All Blacks at the moment. And scrum-wise, I would say the All Blacks are in a bit of trouble early on. Whether that is going to stick around throughout their season this year, we'll have to wait and see. That kick is going to find touch round about 5 meters inside England's half on the grandstand side of the field. It will be an All Blacks line-out, though, as it was only a free kick. So line-out throw coming for Cody Taylor now. And well taken by Tui Piloto. They formed a maul now as the All Blacks is starting to get a little bit of momentum going. This is going to make good ground all the way up to the 10-meter line now, broken free from Cody Taylor as he just makes it over the 10-meter line now of England. Now Perenara, back it comes to Ethan de Groot. Puts his head down. Now Perenara again, out it comes to Geordie Barrett, who's going to straighten the line, but quickly over that ball is Ollie Lawrence. Comes back again for the All Blacks now. McKenzie with a loop pass over the top to Mark Talia on the 10-meter line. Playing a little bit backwards is the All Blacks at the moment, with the England defense ferocious. 6 phases already between the 10 and the halfway line. Now Damian McKenzie out to Scott Barrett, who straightens the line. Quick ball again now. Back it comes to Rico Ioane. Nearly into a half gap there. Now Perenara again. Damian McKenzie with a long cutout pass to Severies, who makes it up over the 10-meter line. Now, between the 10 and the 22 of England, they come again. Damian McKenzie again with a long pass behind the advantage line. Taken by Mark Talia. Cuts out of the first defense. Gets the pass back on the inside to Tui Piloto now. Quick pick up and go from Perfetto. Makes it up to the 22-meter line. Still the All Blacks come. It's Rico Ioane, thumping tackle there from England. And now quick ball again and a penalty advantage now coming for the All Blacks. Dalton Papali makes it over the 22, 5 meters inside now. It's again Tui Piloto who makes a bit of ground now for the All Blacks. 5 meters inside the 22, Perenara towards the middle of the field. The cross kick here from Damian McKenzie into the hands of Severies, who's going to touch down in the corner for the All Blacks' first try of the game. 15 minutes into this one. It's the All Blacks who scores the first try of this game. 5 points to 0. The All Blacks lead with a cross kick from Damian McKenzie to get the pass kick to Severies, who goes over in the corner on the far side of the field. So 5 points to 0. The All Blacks lead. And what a start. Expected it to be an All Blacks try. And no better way to showcase Damian McKenzie's brilliance with that cross kick to Severies. Oodles of experience on that right wing for Severies. Had work to do. Still had to get past Tommy Freeman there, but did it with ease. And goes over for the first try of this game. So difficult kick coming up right on the touchline here on the far side of the field. It's Damian McKenzie to try and get this one. 72% accuracy rate from Damian McKenzie Obviously not the best strike rate, but I mean, let's see what happens. It is a difficult kick. Hopefully you'll slot it over and just get that confidence going. Oh, that one is going to go to the right of the sticks. So the scoreboard will remain 5 points to 0 as the All Blacks lead this one after about 17 minutes of play. A good cross kick from Damian McKenzie leading to the try to Sevu Rees on the far side of the field. Right, Gates game on here. After all that little mistakes, the All Blacks have managed to capitalize. Right, the restart is a deep kick inside the 22, collected by Geordie Barrett. So Finn Baxter is on for Joe Marler, who I think has left the field. I'm not sure if it's going to be a permanent replacement, but we'll find out in a bit. All Blacks in possession now, 5 meters inside their own 22. TJ Perenara is waiting for this one. He's going to go with the box kick over the top, and that one is going to find touch. And it's a brilliant kick from Perenara as it goes out all the way between the 10 and the halfway line inside England's half. That's a brilliant kick from Perenara. So Finn Baxter debut for England today. The Lucet prop for England replacement. In for the experienced Joe Marler now. Jamie George with the throw into this line out. Finds Moro Itoje. They do set up the driving maul now. Let's see what England can do from here. Slow progress for them as they slowly make their way forward. Alex Mitchell now waiting for this one. Goes for the box kick over the top. And the chase now coming from Bosa. But it's beautifully taken by Damian McKenzie, who makes it up to the 10-meter line. Nearly slipped through the defense there. And now taken up by Ethan de Groot on the 10-meter line. Perenara's waiting for it. Goes to the box kick over the top. It's a hard kick downfield. And taken by Marcus Smith now. Between the 10 and the 22. Here he goes. Cuts back on the inside to Furman, who's got away now. Alex Mitchell is away. Gets it out to Bosa on the 22-meter line. Now picked up by Finn Baxter. And a quick ball now for England. Marcus Smith out to Sam Underhill, who makes it up to the 22-meter line. Now Mitchell again to Marcus Smith. A little kick through the chase now coming. The bounce of the ball, but it's Damian McKenzie who's going to dot it down over the try line. And we're going to have a goal line dropout here. A clever little kick. Henry Slate was chasing after it, but the bounce of the ball can't hit to Damian McKenzie, who gets it away. The camera angles making it difficult for me to really see the difference between Freeman and Furbank at the moment. So the restart there taken well now by England. They're between the 10 and the 22 of the All Blacks now. Cut back on the inside in the middle of the field. Mitchell to Cunningham South. He's brought to ground quickly now. Mitchell, Marcus Smith, Ollie Lawrence with a little stab through. The chase coming from Abosa. Taken well by Damian McKenzie. And he's going to be bundled over into touch. 5 meters out from the try line. A great attacking line-out coming up for England now. Bosa chasing that one very well and putting the pressure on Damian McKenzie there. And now the throw-in from England. Let's see what they can do with this one. It is a throw now from Jamie George, the captain of this England side. And well taken there at the back now. It's Bendel cutting himself into a little half gap. He's a meter out from the try line. Can England make this count? It's Moro Itoje. He's over the line, but I think he's held up. They might be going upstairs for this one. Let's find out. But Moro Itoje looks confident. But the referee wants to go upstairs. They are going to go upstairs to have a look. First impression was obviously held up, but it might be that he dotted it down. 21 minutes gone. They are going to check the grounding. So, it's going to be difficult from this angle that they've shown us. Now, let's find out. Oh, no, that's a try. That is a try. No doubt about it. And England will be on the board here. So 5-all it is. And the chance for England to take the lead then for the first time in this game. Moro Itoje gets the first try for England. A great little break, dart run from Cunningham himself. And then just a pick and go from Moro Itoje over the try line. Gets England their first try of the game. So 20 minutes played, nothing separating them, but this kick might. Marcus Smith with the opportunity to put England into the lead for the first time in this game. Had an early opportunity, but missed the kick. That one is going to go straight through the middle, and it's England leading the All Blacks here at Dunedin at the Forsyth Bar in New Zealand. 22 minutes gone. England 7, All Blacks 5. And it's all to play for here as Moro Itoje gets the try for England. The restart, Damian McKenzie with a high kick into the hands of Earl. And he's made it up to just outside the 22 of England towards the middle of the field. Alex Mitchell now waiting to get this ball out. Slow ball coming for them. It looks like he's going to kick it. Goes for the box kick over the top, and the chase now coming. And, it's knocked on by, I think, the All Blacks there. And, no, the referee, in fact, says that it's been knocked on by England first. So it will be a scrum down to the All Blacks between the 22 and the 10 towards the middle of the field here inside England's half. So an early chance after that try from England for the All Blacks to try and counter again and get back into the lead in this game. Ben Earl, who knocked that ball on. Incredible athlete, this one, the number 8 of England. So possession so far, 60% for the All Blacks. Territory, 57. Obviously, England, 40% possession and 43% possession. So the All Blacks, after 23 minutes, are dominating the stats, but not the scoreboard at the moment. Right. Can the All Blacks strike back almost immediately? Perenara with the feed. Big scrum coming from the All Blacks, trying to push them over. Here's the penalty advantage now. It comes out Perenara working the far side. Long cut out pass to Severis, who cuts back on the inside. Just on the 22 now. Perenara back to Taylor. He sets it up right on the 22-meter line. Now Perenara again. McKenzie with a flat pass to Tui Piloto. Now just outside the 22, Perenara. Again, out to Perfetto, breaks the first line of defense. Here's trouble as the pass goes through the hands, and it's going to be a try to Surveyor over on the right side of the field. And the All Blacks strike back almost immediately. 10 points to the All Blacks, 7 to England. Yeah, the moment that first line of defense was broken by Perfetto, the missed tackle, and then the space opening up beautifully. One pass. Sevilla got it, and too much space, gets over the try line. So another difficult conversion kick coming up, but this is a brilliant try. The All Blacks make it look so easy. And that's why you can never underestimate them. They can make something out of nothing, and before you you can blink, and before you look again, you're out of the game completely. So 10 points to 7. The All Blacks lead here with their second try of the game. This time coming from Hardy Sevilla. 25 minutes gone. And this conversion kick now coming from Damian McKenzie. Missed his first conversion, pulled it to the right. So let's see what he does with this one. Obviously, we'll see that smile, which we have missed from the international season. Yep, There it is, the trademark smile, and there's the step up, but that one is going to be pulled well to the left, and the score will remain 10 points to 7. So the All Blacks leaving behind 4 points already. England, on the other hand, leaving 3 points behind. Scoreboard 10 points to 7 with 15 minutes to go in this first half. The restart then from England is a high kick, and it's going to be contested really well by England, but the All Blacks managing, well, it's been turned over by England now, and here they come between the 10 and the 22, long pass out. Now it's Henry Slate with a little chip kick through, taken by Sevu Reece just outside the 22, then he kicks it downfield, and nobody at the back there. That one is going to roll. It's a 50-22, and the All Blacks with a line out inside the 22 of England on the far side of the field. As easy as that. It's another chance now for the All Blacks to go on the attack. What a kick. What experience shown there by Sevu Reece. The line out taken by Scott Barrett quickly, and now cut off Cody Taylor, Geordie Barrett, straightened by Rieko Ioane. Just over the 22, they go now towards the middle of the field. It's taken up by Fanua. Fanua now, quick ball, Perenara gets it out to Damian McKenzie. Got pass out to Mark Talia. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to bring him down. Yes, they will. And now back on the inside, they go to Fanua again. He's made a couple of meters now. Perenara, out it goes to Lomax. In the middle of the field now, about 15 meters out from the try line is the All Blacks. Mark Talia. He tries to wriggle his way through the defense there, but done well by Jamie George. Now Perenara. Back it comes. Rieko Ioane, intercepted by England. Brought down really quickly was Henry Slate there. And now England's got possession inside their own 22. Mitchell gets it up now. The forwards is going to play it inside the 22, just slowing it down a little bit. Now comes back again, and it's Earls who takes it up, still inside their own 22. Towards the grandstand side of the field now. Alex Mitchell waiting for this one, and he's going to go with the box kick over the top. And that one is not going to find touch. Finds Mark Talia between the 10 and the halfway. Here he goes. And now watch out for this. Here goes Mark Talia. Makes it up to between the 22 and the 10 in the middle of the field. Now Perenara. It's Damian McKenzie to Rieko Ioane. Good defense there from the English. And it's a knock on from the All Blacks. Rieko Ioane knocking that ball on in the tackle. And it's going to be a scrum down to England. Roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line inside England's half. But Mark Talia showing his class early on the counter-attack there, cutting through a couple of defenders. But the cover defense did really well to stop him in the end. So almost 29 minutes gone in this one. Time has been stopped for an injury break. The first injury break of the day. And interesting enough, we have 29 minutes gone already, which is incredible. So 10 points to 7, the All Blacks lead this one. And 2 tries to 1. England can consider themselves very lucky in that last phase of play where they managed to intercept that ball inside the 22, which surely would have prevented a try from being scored here by the All Blacks. So, bit of luck, bit of really good defense from this England side so far, and trying to stay in this game as long as possible. If they're going to be in it with, 15 to 20 minutes to go in that second half, they might be in with a chance. But as expected, close first half, with still expecting the All Blacks to run away with it towards the end of the second half. Right, time is back on now, and it will be an England scrum between the 10 and the 22 inside England's half, about 20 meters out from the far side touchline. It's Alex Mitchell to feed this one in for England. Big scrum from the All Blacks. They've definitely sorted out the scrummaging. Now Ben Knowles picks it up off the back. Brought down really quickly there by Dalton Papali. And we've got a push over here from the All Blacks. Turnover ball. And now Dalton Papali's got the ball. Brought to ground really quickly now. Perenara gets it away to Damian McKenzie, to Rieko Ioane. It's a Perifetto in a half cap, sorry. and he makes it up to about between the 22 and the 10. Now Perenara again out to Fanua. He's brought down quickly. Now Perenara again waiting for it. Damien McKenzie out. It goes to Geordie Barrett with a long cut-up pass. That's a brilliant pass into the hands of Dalton Papali. Makes it up over the 10-meter line. Playing a little bit backwards at the moment. Now Geordie Barrett gets it going. It's Rico Ioane up to the 22. He's brought down quickly. Now it's Mark DeLeo. Picks it up. He's looking to get the pass away now to Sevilla. 5 meters inside the 22 of England now. 5 meters from the touchline. Oh, and a penalty goes the way of England. So that is just a really poor decision made by the All Blacks there, or All Blacks player, to pull the player away there. And time will be off. No, they're going to continue. So just a penalty to England then inside their own 22. I think there was an interference, some pulling back from one of the All Blacks players. And that penalty now between the 10 and the halfway inside England's half. Yeah, it was a neck roll from TJ Perenara. Sorry. So that was what the penalty was for. The clean out from Perenara was a neck roll. So line out now to England. 5 meters inside their own half here on the grandstand side of the field. It's Jamie George who's going to throw this one in. Taken by Maro Itoje. They set up the driving ball now. Here's England. George controlling that ball at the back now. Alex Mitchell's going to go with a box kick over the top. It's a high kick chased by via Habosa. Played the player in the air there, but referee says play on. Now it's Perofetto out to Geordie Barrett, who's going to kick it downfield from just on his own 22 into the hands of Marcus Smith now. Now it comes out to Freeman. Let's see if it's Furbank out to Marcus Smith again. Now Marcus Smith gets it out to Henry Slade. The chase now coming from Tommy Freeman, but it's an early, easy take for Perofeta inside the 22. Gets the ball out to Damien McKenzie, who's going to kick that out. It's a beautiful kick from McKenzie. 5 meters inside the half of England on the far side of the field. Just doing the basics right with the kicking at the moment is the All Blacks. It's a pity the goal kicking is not up to scratch at the moment, but apart from that, everything else, the kicking has been brilliant. Brilliant cross kicking, brilliant grubber kicks through, brilliant line kicks. We've seen a 50-22 already. So, yeah, a lot is happening at the moment. But, yeah, so far, so good for the All Blacks, leading at least in their first test back, while England are struggling to, well, I wouldn't say struggling. They're struggling at scrum time a little bit. But apart from that, they've been in the game. The defensive structures have been really good, putting the All Blacks under pressure at times, and just playing aggressively at the breakdown has disrupted the All Blacks somewhat in this first half. But can never, ever lay low against this All Black side, which can really crush you. And I almost feel that England needs to be the next team to score points if they want to stay in this game. So here comes Jamie George then with the throw into this lineout. We've got about 7.5 minutes to go in this first half. 5 meters inside their own half on the far side of the field, taken by Maro Itoje. Now Mitchell gets it out to Marcus Smith, straight running there by Ben Earls. Still 5 meters inside his own half. Box kick from Mitchell. Chased down now by Freeman, who's managed to pick that, but somehow the All Blacks have managed to get this. Now TJ Perenara gets it out to Sevilla. Geordie Barrett, the kick downfield into a bit of space. Now Marcus Smith back for it inside his own 22. He's going to go with the kick downfield, and that one's not going to find touch. Finds better fitter, and here comes the counter attack now. He's not going to break through the first defense. Makes it up to the 10-meter line. Now it's Mark DeLeo is going to run it up straight up to the halfway line. 10 meters from the touchline. Now they move it towards the middle. Damien McKenzie. Into the gap goes Scott Barrett. Makes it up to the 10-meter line. Now gets the pass away to Damien McKenzie, but he's caught man and ball by Ollie Lawrence on the 10-meter line now. Slow ball coming back. Tyler Lomax now driving it forward for the All Blacks. Now Mitchell. Defense was good there. Taken up by Tui Piloto. Perenara now waiting for it. Gets it out to Ethan de Groot. The defense of England holding firmly now on the 10-meter line inside their own half. A little chip kick over the top from Geordie Barrett. The balance of the ball into the hands of Furbank now. And he going to go on a counter attack. Makes it up to the 10-meter line inside his own half in the middle of the field. It's Mitchell now waiting for this one. Slow ball coming back for him. Disrupted by the All Blacks. And this could be... No, it's going to be a penalty to England. I thought that they took out the scrum off there. So the referee saying coming in from the side. But it looked like Alex Mitchell was played without the ball. And you're not allowed to do that. So with 5.5 minutes to go. Penalty on the 10-meter line in the middle of the field here. England going to kick this downfield. Not going to go for goal. Definitely not. And that one is going to find touch. Let's see. Roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of the All Blacks on the far side of the field. 10 points to 7. Can the All Blacks keep England out with 5 minutes to go here? England with a great opportunity. And that one is going to be taken by Itoje. Now Mitchell gets it out to Marcus Smith. Cuts back on the inside. Ollie Lawrence still between the 22 and the 10. Now Mitchell. It's Ben Earls. Knocked on by Freeman. And now a chance for the All Blacks to counter-attack. McKenzie out to Geordie Barrett. Gets through the first line of defense. Now up to the 22 he goes. He's going to straighten it up. Now needs support. It's Mark DeLeo gets it away to Perenara. Now 5 meters outside of the All Blacks 22. Perofeta at scrum off there. Gets it out to Taylor. Still 5 meters out from their own 22. About 15 meters out from the grandstand touchline here. It's Perenara with a box kick over the top. Waiting for it. Marcus Smith now between the 10 and the halfway line inside his own half. Gets the pass away to Furbank there. 5 meters inside the All Blacks half now in the middle of the field, England. Mitchell packet comes to Underhill. Underhill's going to straighten it up now. Quick ball, Mitchell. Marcus Smith. Out it goes. Lawrence. Out to Viabosa. Viabosa makes it to between the 22 and the 10. But it seems like the All Blacks have stolen this. And here they come now with another counter-attack opportunity. It's McKenzie. Out it goes now inside the 22. Sevilla. Back on the inside to McKenzie. He gets... Oh, it's been intercepted by Freeman. Now here's trouble for the All Blacks again. But the referee's going to blow on his whistle. And I think there was a forward pass, I think, from Sevilla to Damian McKenzie. And England is going to have a chance here just before half-time. Yeah, it was a forward pass from Sevilla to Damian McKenzie. Oh, from that angle, it didn't look forward. But anyway, we're going to have a scrum to the English. Right on the 22 of the All Blacks. A great attacking opportunity. But time has been stopped here for an injury break. So England will have one last chance before halftime. So Ali Martin's asking what time is the Australian game. That game is going to be, I think, at 12 o'clock South African time. But not 100% sure because I'm not covering that game, Ali. But you can just double check somewhere on Google. But I think it's at 12. So 3 minutes to go in this first half between the All Blacks and England. And yeah, so far it's been really a battle of mistakes between both sides. A lot of handling errors in that first half. And you can see it's the All Blacks' first test of the season. England trying some new combinations. And it's going to be interesting to see what the second half is going to bring for us. Right, Alex Mitchell then to feed this one in with 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Mitchell has got it and picked up by Ben Earls. Now he's going to get it out England with the move. Marcus Smith brought down on the 22-meter line in the middle of the field. Now Mitchell gets it back to Ben Earls. Earls makes it up to just inside the 22 of the All Blacks. Now again, Underhill. Gonna need support now. Mitchell. Back it comes to Marcus Smith. It's Henry Slade. Gets a poor pass away. And now Tommy Freeman, though, in a bit of space after Damien McKenzie tried to intercept that one. Now 10 meters out. Oh, no. It's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks. Neck roll from England this time. So coming back for a penalty to the All Blacks, roundabout in the middle of the field, about 15 meters out. Finn Baxter there, penalized on debut for a neck roll. So great opportunity goes a begging there for England. Such poor discipline there on that occasion. But the All Blacks now with Geordie Barrett kicking that ball downfield. That one is going to find touch about 5 meters inside the England half on the grandstand side of the field. Yeah, definitely a neck roll there from Finn Baxter. So on the halfway line, it's the All Blacks now with the line-out throw here. And with a minute to go, can the All Blacks strike again? So wait for it there. Tui Bellotta takes it in. Dalton Papali out to Damien McKenzie. Geordie Barrett out to Artie Sevilla. Caught between the 10 and the halfway inside their own half. Slow ball coming back for the All Blacks. Perenara gets it out to Cody Taylor. Not a lot of meters made here by the All Blacks. And big counter ruck here. And yeah, Perenara, that's looking bad. That really looks bad. Well, mind you, he's managed to stand up again. Well, the counter ruck, he got caught in that and really got twisted badly on his legs, but he's back on his feet now, and it looks like he's going to be okay. Oh, yeah, no, that really looked bad. His leg got trapped there in the drive over the ball from England, and he will receive some attention for that. But yeah, at his age 32, he definitely can't afford another ACL injury or some sorts. So it's going to be important they take a look at that. Hopefully it's not too serious and he can continue this one. So with little time left here in the first half, we're going to have to wait and first finish off this injury and then see what the referee have decided here. But I think it's going to be New Zealand ball on the 10-meter line. Yeah. Inside their own half. It's going to be a scrum to the All Blacks. Will they kick it out or will they continue to try and fight for some more points? Maybe milk a penalty from here, kick it downfield, and get the attack going. So time will be back on. We will have time for one more scrum. But as far as the time for the first half is, it is basically over. So, yeah, no, TJ Perenara is back up and running, guys. So that's really good news from TJ Perenara's point of view. Whether he's going to see it through is going to be a question on its own there. So Perenara with the feet then to the scrum on the 10-meter line. They are going to try and milk this penalty. No, they're going to get it out now. And here comes McKenzie. It's out to Rico Ioane, who cuts back on the inside, just up over halfway. Now it's Sevu Reece. And into the hands of Fanua. Now it comes back again. McKenzie out to Cody Taylor. Still on halfway. The All Blacks now. Perenara gets it out again. Oh, that almost looked like Shannon Frizzell at number 6. So just might have to see whether Fanua actually started this game. But anyway, the All Blacks now on the halfway line. Oh, poor pass from Perenara to Cody Taylor on their back foot now. It's the All Blacks who's got this ball on their own 10-meter line. Now it comes out again. Berofeto, a long cutout pass to Sevu Reece, who jiggles a little bit on the touchline there, but gets the pass away now. Scott Barrett up over the 10. Perenara waiting for this one. Now it comes back again. McKenzie. Out it goes to Berofeta. Long pass out to Cody Taylor to Mark Talia. And Mark Talia is going to straighten up. Gets the pass out to Cody Taylor, who's going to knock that ball on. I think, no, says the referee, play on. So Mark Delia gets it back to Damian McKenzie. Now it's Ethan de Groot on the 10-meter line again. Slow ball comes back. McKenzie with a flat pass to Scott Barrett. Good defense there from England, trying to get the penalty, and they will. It's England who wins it. It's Ollie Lawrence who gets the penalty. It's holding on by the All Blacks, and a chance to draw level here and the stroke of half time. So not releasing the ball by the All Blacks, and this penalty will be between the 10 and the 22 towards the middle of the field. And that will definitely, well, I say definitely, but I'm not sure whether Marcus Smith will get this. We'll have to wait and see. So now it is England who's going to have the opportunity to level the scoreboards going into halftime. So Marcus Smith with the opportunity here. Francois says TJ is barely making it to the trucks. Put Finley on. Yeah, I think that is what's going to happen at halftime. Let's hope it's not too serious for TJ Perenara, but an ACL is a very bad injury to have. So let's hope it's not that. So this penalty kicked in from Marcus Smith to draw level at halftime. Yeah, it's not going to have any. Oh, yeah, it's not going to have any problem with that. So over it goes. Halftime score here 10-all. And yeah, we can take a lot from this first half. 2 tries by the All Blacks, 1 try by England, 2 missed conversions, 2 very difficult conversions to take. But it is international rugby. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the team talk is going to be like for Scott Robinson at halftime. I think from an England perspective, they'll be happy with a 10-all at halftime. As for the All Blacks at home, a lot of work to do in that second half. We'll have to wait and see how it turns out. I'm going to take a quick break, but when we do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game. So please don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly with the second half of this game. Right, guys, welcome back here for the second half of this game between the All Blacks and England. So far, we've seen 3 tries in this game, 2 from the All Blacks and 1 from England. Maro Itoje going over for England. And then the All Blacks, obviously, Sevu Reece getting in for one of the 2 tries, and then Ari Sevilla scoring the second one. What is scary, though, is the ease at which the All Blacks have scored that 2 tries. It really looked so plain and simple that if they're going to start gelling together, we might see a big score come up here between the two sides. As it is at the moment, it is going to be 10 all. I did say that the All Blacks are going to win this by 15 to 20 points. And yeah, I'm still confident that that might be the case as the game wears on. Like I said, the All Blacks, and I see a lot of people have mentioned it at the moment, that the All Blacks still look pretty rusty at the moment, which is true. They are still very rusty, trying to get things going together, working together. And the moment that these guys are going to start gelling together, we are going to see a massive performance from them. So, yeah, as far as the performances go from the All Blacks so far, Steven Perofeta has been really good at fullback. He's had a couple of line breaks. He's been solid at the back for them. Sevu Reece, when he's had the opportunity and ball in hand, he's looked dangerous. Rico Ioane and Geordie Barrett has not really had much possession to go with. The cover defense, or the rush defense from the England side, is keeping Rico and Geordie at bay at the moment. Mark Talia's been defended really well so far by the England defense. McKenzie, well, there's always been question marks around his ability to perform in big matches, and it is only the first game for him at fly half. So let's see how he develops. But so far, he's probably not had the best games at number 10. His distribution of the ball, not that great. He's been put under pressure by the England defense. Um, his kicking, though, has been out of hand, has been pretty good. Obviously, missing that 2 conversions from far out. Um, can't put we can't put the blame on him at this stage for the All Blacks' poor performance. But the fact that he has been put under a lot of pressure is true, and he'll have to find a way, or the forwards will have to find a way to protect this guy better going into the second half. Perenara, question marks whether he will continue. I don't see him continue for the remainder of this game after that injury picked up just before halftime. But Sevilla, Papali is having a decent game. I'm still not sure it's Sami Penny Fanua playing, but like I said, I don't really know the player, but it looked more like Shannon Frizzell at number 6 for me, but I might be wrong. Tui Pelota and Scott Barrett having a decent game so far, taking up the ball really well and doing well in the lineouts. Lomax, Taylor, and Ethan de Groot had a rusty start to this game, but since then they've basically dominated the scrums and putting a lot of pressure on the England side as far as the scrummaging go. For England, George Furbank has been pretty solid at the back. Via Bosa has had a couple of chances. Henry Slate has been really good in defense along with Ollie Lawrence. Tommy Freeman hasn't had a lot of opportunities in that first half. Marcus Smith and Alex Mitchell running the game really smooth for England when they do have possession at the moment, playing a little bit under pressure at times, but doing a really good job so far. Forwards wise, Ben Earl has been a little bit quiet. Underhill hasn't had plenty of ball. Cunningham himself has been quiet. Martin Itoje has done well at lineouts. Stewart, George, and Marla obviously leaving early. Finn Baxter coming on. So yeah, it's a big game in the second half. Finley Christie is on the field for them, so we're going to see how it's going to go in the second half with the game almost ready to start here in the second half. So it's going to be England kicking off from right to left on my screen, with the only change then it seems to be Finley Christie, who's come on for DJ Perenara. So let's get ready for the second half. It will be England kicking off from right to left. And here we go with the kickoff from Marcus Smith as he goes high up into the air. It's going to be collected by Geordie Barrett as he makes it about 5 meters outside of the 22 now. Taken up by the All Blacks just over the 22 now. They go inside their own half, of course. And A chance now for Finley Christie with the box kick over the top. He's going to go straight down the middle of the field into the hands there of Bosa, who makes it up to the 10-meter line. Now here they come with a good attack, this England side. It's Cunningham himself who makes a bit of ground. Now Mitchell gets the ball. It's been knocked on by England. And it will be a scrum down to the All Blacks between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half in the middle of the field. So good defense there. Just dislodging that ball was Tui Pilato for that knock-on from England. So 21-year-old Chanda Cunningham. He's had 6 caps already to his name. So starting to find his form in this England side as well. But now it's the All Blacks with his feet to the scrum towards the middle of the field between the 22 and the 10 inside their own half. 10 all the scoreboard here as we go into this second half. Who's going to take the lead in this one? That scrum goes down and we will have a reset scrum. Referee having a really decent game so up until now. So, yeah, we've got 40 minutes to play in the second half, and it's going to be interesting to see who walks away with it. Obviously, like I said, the All Blacks very rusty at the moment. England's defensive lines really putting them under pressure, and Damian McKenzie is feeling the full force of this England defense at the moment. Can he start to make something happen for this All Black side in the back line? So Christie then to feed the scrum for the All Blacks then. After the first scrum went for a reset. Christie obviously on the field for Perenara, who just got injured just before half-time. So a solid scrum now trying to milk it as the All Blacks. And they're going to have to, it's going to be a penalty against the All Blacks. So a chance now for England to take the lead in this game again. The scrums have been 50-50 so far, one would say, after this one. The All Blacks gave away the first penalty of the day for a scrum penalty. And now the same has happened here in the second half. But apart from that, they've been really looking dominant at scrum time. But somehow the English are finding a way to make this a 50-50 contest at the moment. So a chance then for England to take the lead in this game. And it's Marcus Smith who's going to line this one up between the 10 and the 22 of the All Blacks towards the middle of the field. An 83% probability to get this one. So the first 5 minutes, one could almost say, belongs to the England side here in the second half. 10 all currently with this kick to come. Taking his time with this kick. And, that one is going to be pulled again to the left. So goal kicking at the moment, really poor from both fly halves. And the scoreboard remains 10 all here. Points left on the floor. And how important will this 3 points be? He completely didn't land that ball right on the foot. So a poor kick then from Marcus Smith, who's normally very, very solid with his goal kicking. A 22-meter dropout now coming for the All Blacks. And that one collected by Marcus Smith now goes high up into the air with that kick. The chase now coming from England, but well taken by Perofeta. He was brought down by Cunningham himself. Now back it comes to Tyrell Lomax. They're setting it up just outside the 22 now. Looks like the ball is stolen by England. And here they come. Baxter now gets it away to Will Stewart. Now 15 meters out from the try line in the middle of the field. Still they come. Mitchell now. Underhill. He's brought down now 10 meters from the try line. Now it comes back to Furbank. He's going to cut inside, going straight now. Underhill again, pick up and go. They're going to need support now, but it's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks, holding on the ground there. And it's Earl who got penalized for holding on. Sevilla doing absolutely brilliant there. Stealing that ball, or tried to steal that ball and forcing the penalty then against against England there. And that kick from McKenzie is going to find touch on the 10-meter line inside their own half on the far side of the field. All the points you can get in the second half, you have to take, and England letting it go. First with that penalty, and then with a great attacking opportunity. Now, Tui Pelota takes it in off the back properly to McKenzie, who kicks it downfield, straight down the middle into the hands of Bosa. He's going to run it up, still going now, gets the pass away to Henry Slater, cuts back on the inside, up over the 10-meter line he goes. Now it comes back again to Earl. Earl brought down on the 10-meter line. Now Mitchell with a little snipe makes it up to between, about 5 meters out from the 22. Now Furbank, back it comes again, taken up by George Martin. Now it's Sam Underhill to Marcus Smith, a little show and go. Gunning himself over the 22. He goes 5 meters inside in the middle of the field. Mitchell again now works it through the forwards to George Martin. He's brought down about 10 meters out from the try line. Now Cunningham South again gets the pass away to Marcus Smith. The little pass to Underhill, still about 10 meters out now. Marcus Smith cuts, beats one defender. Now brought down, still 10 meters from the try line. Gets it away to Tommy Freeman with the leg drive. He's 2 meters out from the try line now as England pick up and go from Maro Itoje. Still a meter short as England to pick up and go from them. Can they get over the try line here? Valuable points up for grabs here for them. Can the All Black defense hold out? Underhill with his hands on the ball, goes for the drive, brought down quickly. Still a meter out from the try line. Now Mitchell to Marcus Smith to Earl. Still about 3 meters out now again, right under the sticks. Now they move it wide. Here's the try for England. It's via Bosa, who gets over for England's second try of the game, and trouble in paradise for the All Blacks. 15 points to 10, England lead with a conversion kick to come. Well, Marcus Smith with those little show and goes have really caught the All Black defense out at times, and then some straight running from the back line, getting over the advantage line. And then the All Blacks just running out of defenders in the end, with Fire Bosa going over for England's second try. And the scoreboard now 15 points to 10 after 8 minutes in the second half. Well. Let's see Marcus Smith now with this conversion attempt from about 5 meters out from the touchline. Here on the grandstand side of the field, 15-10 it is. Can they get this extra 2 points, valuable points, with about 30 minutes to go in this second half? Every point counts. Marcus Smith now lining this one up and taking his time again with this kick. That's a better strike. That's not going to kill in though. And to the right of the post it goes. So 15 points to 10 it remains. So many points being left on the floor at the moment. If you're going to beat the All Blacks in New Zealand, you have to take every single point on offer. So England leading 15 points to 10 here. And onto the field comes Zofa Tuangafasi, replacing Ethan de Groot now. And McKenzie now with the restart from the halfway line. That one goes high into the air, taken well by George Martin. England now playing with a little bit more confidence. Alex Mitchell now gets the ball out to Underhill, just between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half, 5 meters from the touchline. It's Alex Mitchell with a box kick over the top. The chase now coming from Freeman, but well taken by Barrett. Gets the pass out to Severis. Now it's Tuangafasi to Tui Pelota. He's going to drive it on to just over halfway. Christie now waiting for the ball. Slow ball coming back now, working it with the forwards on the halfway line, brought down. Towards the middle they go. Christie looks like he's going to go with a box kick over the top from this one. Yep, goes high up into the air. Geordie Barrett will be chasing this one. Well taken by Marcus Smith, though. And seems like the All Blacks might have stolen this. Seven Reese have done well. Now the All Blacks on the counter-attack. Look out. Damian McKenzie with a long pass out to Mark Delia. Over the 22, he goes. Great tackle from Viabosa. And into touch goes the All Blacks. Wow. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant defense from Viabosa. A great steal on the ground from the All Blacks. And then quick ball wide they went. Long cut-out pass from Damian McKenzie to Talia, but Bosa was on to him in a flash. So 5 meters inside the 22 here, and it seems like it's going to be an All Blacks line out. It might have been touched by Viabosa as... let's just see here quickly. Yeah, touched by one of the England players. So that would be a knock-on into touch. So either a scrum or a line-out coming up here for them. Seems like there was a couple of changes as well onto the field. We'll find out soon who that was. But in the meantime, it's the All Blacks with this line-out. It's another poor line-out, and it's been taken by Cole, one of the replacements forwards for England now. Mitchell's waiting for it. Gets it out now to Ben Hill. England in possession now, about 10 meters out from their own try line. 10 meters from the far side touch line. As Alex Mitchell now goes with the box kick over the top then. And that ball is going to find touch roundabout towards the halfway line. So more changes now onto the field for the All Blacks as well. Bowden Barrett onto the field. And he will be replacing Perofeta. We'll just confirm most of the changes that will be coming onto the field now. Looks like a couple of changes. Newell onto the field as well. Now, the All Blacks have possession just over halfway now. As Scott Barrett at scrum off gets it out to Cody Taylor with the leg drive up to the 10-meter line of the England side. Now Christie back to Scott Barrett. This is looking better, pulling up a couple of phases now. There's the All Blacks on the 10-meter line in the middle of the field. Now comes out McKenzie to Rika Ioane, caught on the back foot there, just behind the 10-meter line, 5 meters from the touchline. They get it back again. Now taken up by the All Blacks. Now it's McKenzie with a little chip kick over the top. Well taken by England on their own 10-meter line. And England now in possession here. Mitchell at scrum half waiting for it. Right in the middle of the field on the 10-meter line of England. Driving it forward now. Alex Mitchell just pushing away Maro Itoje, saying, go out. We want to set up another ruck here. George Martin, but there's the penalty for the All Blacks then. Holding on. And no, it was the diving over the top. So penalty on the 10-meter line of England. About 20 meters out from the far side touchline. A chance now. The All Blacks going for goal here. So looking to add 3 points to their total. The All Blacks of the all times would have had a kick to touch and set up the driving maul, but the England defense have been brilliant. 15 points to 10 it is at the moment. And England leading this one against all expectations at the moment. Can McKenzie get this extra 3 points for them? So important that it goes over. Every point will matter. This is Test match rugby, regardless. So McKenzie then to try and add the 3 points for them. 14 minutes gone in the second half. 10 to 15 it is at the moment. And that kick solidly struck through the middle it goes. And 15 points to 13 with still plenty of time to go. 25 minutes to play. So 2 points separating them at the moment. And England, I think, will still be very happy with the proceedings at the moment. So now Furbank to restart this game for us from the halfway line. That's a high kickoff just up over the 10. Well collected by Scott Barrett. No pressure there. Jamie George also from off the field. Theo Dan onto the field for England. So can the All Blacks strike again? It's Christie who waits for this ball. Goes with a box kick over the top now. The chase coming from the All Blacks. And Talea manages to slap that back into the hands of Surveyor now. Here they come. Damian McKenzie on the back foot. Gets man and ball. Tries to wriggle his way through. But he's brought to ground on the 10-meter line in the middle of the field. Now they're working the far side. The short side touch line. Mark Delia picks it up and manages to get it up to the halfway line. Still going now 5 meters inside the half of England. Christie out it comes now again to Sevilla. Working the touchline there. 5 meters out from the touchline. Cody Taylor now trying to drive forward for them. Now it comes back to McKenzie with a high cross kick. Chase not good enough and well taken by Marcus Smith. Hammered to the ground by Severisto. Between the 10 and the halfway. England now waiting. Mitchell gets it out to Theo Dan, who's on the field. Still on the 10-meter line now. England now waiting for this ball. Goes with Mitchell. Over the top he goes. And that ball's going to be collected by Barrett. Now gets it out to Damian McKenzie into a bit of space. Oh, thumping tackle on him from Underhill. And the All Blacks now under pressure. No, penalty coming for them. Coming in from the side over the top is England, and gives away the penalty there is Ollie Lawrence. So McKenzie hammered in the tackle, but manages to stand up. And a penalty to the All Blacks then, and a chance to clear this ball. So it's going to be Geordie Barrett to kick this downfield, and that one is going to find touch round about between the 10 and the 22 of England. Oh, thumping tackle from Underhill and Ollie Lawrence there on Damian McKenzie. But anyway, it's the All Blacks now with the opportunity to attack here between the 10 and the 22. Cody Taylor with this throw in, and it's been stolen by England again now. It's Ben Earl making ground up over the 10-meter line, almost between the 10 and the halfway now. Mitchell back to Marcus Smith with a kick downfield, looking for space there. And now waiting for it is Bowden Barrett. He's going to put it on the boot. Not a great kick. That's going to find touch between the 22 and the 10-meter line on the far side of the field, inside All Blacks territory. So a great attacking opportunity again for England now. And if they can get another score going here, the All Blacks might be in a little bit of trouble. So just 2 points separating them at the moment. Time has been stopped. One of the England players out injured at the moment. So we're going to just run that clock down a little bit to where it's supposed to be. 17 minutes played here in the second half of this contest between the All Blacks and England, with England surprisingly leading at the moment. So yeah, I was right when I said that it was Shannon Frizzell. No, it was Fanua. So they look very similar. So Fanua has left the field. Tupavai onto the field then, as well as Mitchell being replaced by Spencer now for England. So yeah, it is a line out now to England. between the 22 and the 10 on the far side of the field. Let's see what they can do with this one. This time is back on. Right, the line out then from Few Dan, and it's well taken now by England. Here they come on the attack. It's taken up by via Bosa, 5 meters from the 22. Tom Curry also on the field for England. Makes it up to the 22 now. Quick ball, Spencer. Now running around off Furbank. Penalty goes the way of the All Blacks. Obstruction there from England, taking out the play, surely. And a penalty to the All Blacks right on the 22-meter line. Not what England would have wanted. So chance now for Barrett to kick this downfield. And that one. Oh, there was a head clash between Geordie Barrett and Ben Earl. So I think Ben Earl might be in trouble here. They might bring in the TMO, but play will continue for now. Cody Taylor just to throw this one in now for the All Blacks quickly. And now Finn, oh no, the referee not happy with that line out. So let's see what happens with this last couple of minutes. Well, the last 20 minutes of this game. Hopefully the All Blacks can strike back. So here they come now on the attack. It's Geordie Barrett out to Rico Ioane. Brought down in the middle of the field. Now it's Christie. Christie gets the ball out to Scott Barrett. Caught on the 10-meter line. Now here comes Mark D'Elia. Pick up and go from him almost up to the halfway line. Still just inside their own half. The All Blacks now. Damian McKenzie with the pass out now to Sevilla. Working it now. Barrett out to Geordie Barrett. Now Scott Barrett. Now Tuanga Fassi. Just inside the half of England now. Damian McKenzie again now gets it out to Tupou. 5 meters inside their own half. The All Blacks now back to Damian McKenzie, who goes to the boot. It's a high kick. Nobody really chasing. Marcus Smith gets it. And he gets the pass out to Furbank. He's brought down roundabout on the 10-meter line inside England's half. As Ben Spencer now waits for it. Gets it out to George Martin. Martin now. Slow ball coming back for them. As England still have possession. And there's a penalty to England then. And a chance for them to clear this ball away. Yeah, discipline's so vital in games like this, and it's costing the All Blacks at the moment quite a bit here. This kick from Marcus Smith is going to find touch. Let's see where, roundabout on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks on the far side of the field. So more changes coming on. Luke Jacobson now on for Tui Piloto as well for the All Blacks. This throw now, Theo Dan takes that one in, and wide they go now. Marcus Smith running straight, and support play there now. Ben Spencer again to Tom Curry, driven back in the tackle towards the 10-meter line of the All Blacks now, and that ball's stolen. No, it's not stolen. Somehow they've managed to get it back as England. And now Spencer dropped back in the pocket there, but Marcus Smith caught under a little bit of pressure now, going rather with a chip kick over the top, and caught well by Damian McKenzie. Now out to Geordie Barrett. He's going to put it on the boot, and that ball is going to bounce once and into touch over the 10-meter line. So it's a chance now for the All Blacks to try and disrupt this England side, playing the rugby inside the half of England now. Chance now for them to just try and get this ball back inside the half of the All Blacks, though, is England now. Theo Dan with the line-out throw. And that ball well collected by George Martin now. Driving ball set up here. Slowly but surely gaining some momentum now is the English. Now Theo Dan breaks away. He's going to need support just inside his own half. Spencer now waiting for this one. Going to look for support here. He might be kicking this one himself. Goes for the kick over the top. And the chase now coming from high. Abosa, but well taken by Damian McKenzie on the 10-meter line. Now Christie gets it out to Tuanga Fassi. Sets it up on the 10-meter line in the middle of the field. Now Bowden Barrett with the kick downfield into space. In behind the play now collected by England, and then just a poor kick out into touch by Furbank. He had plenty of time, but opted to rush it and finds touch about 5 meters outside of the 22 of England. And the All Blacks now in a really good position to lay an attacking foundation here. So 2 points separating the two teams at the moment. More replacements on. Coles on for Underhill for England as well. But it is a Moa who's also on for the All Blacks with this line-out throw. To the back they go. Now Christie gets it out to Sevu. Reese is going to run it straight. Now still just outside the 22. Now Moa goes to ground. Penalty advantage here for the All Blacks and a chance to take the lead. But first they're going to try and use the advantage. It's taken up by Sevilla. Now just outside the 22, Amoa back to Damian McKenzie, who's going to try and run, but he's caught. He's really had a poor game today as Damian McKenzie. But the penalty awarded to the All Blacks just outside the 22 towards the middle of the field. And chance for the All Blacks to take the lead if they want to. Yeah, they are going to have a shot at goal here with 15 or 16 minutes to go in this game. It's a chance for the All Blacks to take the lead in this game. It's not been the greatest of games, but it is Test match rugby. And hopefully we can learn from this game as well. Everybody that said that the Springboks will have an easy run in over Ireland today might rethink it after this one. 15-13 the scoreboard now. Can the All Blacks take back the lead in this one? 15 minutes to play in this game. And that kick from Damian McKenzie has gone through. So the All Blacks take the lead by 16 points to 15. 15 minutes to play. Who is going to come out victorious today? The goal kicking overall from both kickers today, not up to scratch. But the lead is a lead, and it's 16-15 for the All Blacks. The restart then from England as Finn Smith comes on for Marcus Smith. That kickoff well taken by the All Blacks between the 22 and the 10 now. It's taken up by Fletcher Newell. 5 meters outside of the 22, 10 meters from the touchline. They go with a box kick over the top. And that ball is going to be taken well there by Furbank. Now England have possession. Spencer gets it out now to Theo Dan. Theo Dan driven back in a tackle to the 10-meter line inside their own half. Now again, Tom Curry out to Maro Itoje. Still England in possession on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Spencer waiting to go with a box kick over the top. Gets it away. And no real chase coming. And well collected there by Bowden Barrett now. He's going to try and run it. A bit of space opens up for him. Ofa Tuanga Fassi makes it up to the 10-meter line. Now it's Damian McKenzie again with a kick downfield. Not a good kick. And into the hands it goes of England. And now going with a high kick into the air. The chase now coming from England. Well collected by Geordie Barrett. Late tackle there from England, but the kick downfield from the All Blacks. Play on, says the referee. And a kick taken out by Finn Smith. Till inside the 22 of the All Blacks. That ball is bouncing awkwardly for Barrett. Gets the kick away. And that one is going to find touch between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. So, yeah, it's not over until it's over, though. England now with another chance here. So, Theo Dan then to throw this one in for the England side with 12 minutes to play in this game. Can England snatch back the lead here? Maro Itoje sets it up with a driving maul. 5 meters outside of the 22 of the All Blacks. Slow progress been made with this driving maul. Remember, the new law says use it once. There's not a second shove. As that ball goes to ground, and it looks like the All Blacks might have stolen this. Yep, that ball's not going to come out. And it will be a scrum down to the All Blacks. 5 meters outside of their own 22. 10 meters from the touchline. So a great opportunity goes a begging there again for the England side. And Spencer wasn't happy with that from the referee, but either way, it's the All Blacks who's going to come away with the scrum. Can England put some pressure on that All Black scrum and maybe force a penalty? Who knows? Time has been stopped here for an injury. We'll just run the clock back again with a minute. "12 minutes to play in this test match between the All Blacks and England. 1 point separating them. Anton Linnert-Brown now onto the field as well for the All Blacks. And time is back on now. It's a scrum to the All Blacks as we go into the last 11 and a half minutes of this game. Finlay Christie will feed this ball in for the All Blacks. Scrum will have to be reset, says the referee. Who's going to come away with this win? It's getting intense this last couple of minutes now. Last thing the All Blacks would want to do is lose their first game under Scott Robinson at home. So England, on the other hand, they're building for the World Cup. And a victory at the All Blacks will be massive. That goes down again, and the referee again saying they're going to have to scrum again. But the All Blacks now starting to run that risk of conceding a penalty. Trouble in paradise. That scrum going down on the side of the All Blacks. That's very lucky is Fletcher Newell there not to concede the penalty. But 10 minutes to play. And it's the All Blacks leading by a single point. (16-15). Finlay Christie with the feed. Let's see. Big scrum. Big scrum coming up. Christie with the feed. Massive scrum from the All Blacks, crushing the English there. And a penalty advantage is going the way of the All Blacks now. The pass out wide into the hands of Mark Delia. Space opening up. No, big tackle there from Ollie Lawrence. So they're going to come back for that penalty. The All Blacks absolutely crashing the England scrum there. So no way there for England. So Barent, we will have Afrikaans later today with the Springbok game. 10 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go in this one. Geordie Barrett, the kick downfield. That one is going to find touch on the 10-meter line inside England's half. Can The All Blacks settle this now once and for all with 9 minutes to play. Another score, a try scoring score from the All Blacks, and this game is settled. Could almost say another penalty as well. So that line out, free kick to England. So the All Blacks again conceding there from the line out. The line outs have been really, really poor. That's a high kick into the air from England, and it's well taken by Jordie Barrett in the end. So the All Blacks have possession now. It's taken up here by Tupavai on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. Big counter ruck coming from England. But somehow it's come back to the side of the All Blacks. It's Finlay Christie now going with the box kick over the top. And the contest is good. And back into the hands of the All Blacks now. Tuanga Fassi taking it up over the halfway line. Now Christie, slow ball coming back. Does get it back now. McKenzie with a little kick ahead. Looking for space in behind. It's not going to find Smith there, who kicks it downfield. And now the All Blacks through Barrett with the charge here. And England has done well. It's Furbank who collects that ball between the 10 and the 22 inside England's half. Still George Martin now coming up. Driving forward is England now. 7 minutes to play. Spencer gets it away to Theo Dan. Spencer again waiting for this ball to come back, and slow ball coming back for England at the moment. They need to be patient with 7 minutes to go. The box kick over the top, and now waiting for it. Damian McKenzie, who gets it on the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory. Now Christie again back to Tuanga Fassi. Tuanga Fassi sets that one up now. Christie waiting, gets it out to Tupavai. Drives forward to almost up to the halfway line. Now Christie again, 10 meters from the touchline, goes for the box kick over the top. And that ball well collected by Furbank, but gets Severies in full force. The big drive now coming from the All Blacks, but England have managed to secure this ball on the 22 inside their own half. Now it's George Martin again, driving it up for England. Spencer just waiting for it. No mistake needs to be made by England now. Spencer going with the box kick over the top again. That one not going to find touch into the hands of Jordie Barrett. Barrett on halfway gets it out to Tupavai. Between the 10 and the halfway line inside England's half now. Finlay Christie. Out it goes to Amoa. Asafo Amoa trying to take a couple of defenders with him up to the 10-meter line. Now Christie again. Out McKenzie. Cut back on the inside by Barrett. Just up over the halfway line. The All Blacks now inside England's half. Fletcher Newell is setting it up with 5.5 minutes to go. Amoa pick up and go. 6 phases already here by the All Blacks now. Patience is virtue. Box kick over the top, putting up the pressure now for this England side. But well taken by Furbank again. And the mark has been made by Furbank there. Severies again putting the pressure on Furbank with that one. Furbank really solid at the back for England today. Had a really good game. He's going to kick this downfield, and that one is going to find a touchline between the 10 and the halfway line on the far side of the field. So now, can one of these two teams make the breakthrough with 4.5 minutes to go? It's a Asafo Amoa to throw this one in for the All Blacks. Who's going to come away with the victory? Anybody's game at the moment. Well taken by Jacobson at the back. They set up the driving maul. is the All Blacks now. Amoa driving hard, securing that ball at the back now. Christie is waiting for it. They need to get this one out or slapped down by England. And play on, says the referee. Sevu Reese have managed to make a couple of meters. Now it's Scott Barrett between the 22 and the 10, taken up by Tupovai. Still Christie now back to Amoa. Defense of England holding firm. Again now, Barrett again. Great defense from England. Comes again through Jacobson again. Christie, slow ball back to Tupovai. And still the All Blacks now controlling. Penalty advantage coming. Cross kick from McKenzie to Mark Delea. But Furbank makes a great tackle on him as Bowden Barrett goes to a little kick over the top. And that ball is going to roll and put down by Finn Smith. So they might, well, it was just a knock-on advantage. I think then at the end, no, they are going to come back for that penalty. So that about sums it up. Between the 10 and the 22, about give or take 15, 20 meters out from the touchline, it's a chance for McKenzie to play down the time and win this game for the All Blacks. So 2.5 minutes to go, and he gets 90 seconds to take the kick, which is 1.5 minutes. So there will be time for a kickoff. So Damian McKenzie then to have a shot at goal to finish this game off for the All Blacks, surely. There will be time for the kickoff though. So anything can still happen. First, he needs to get this kick over. And then, well, what would probably be the best? Miss the kick, 22-meter dropout, or get the kick and get the kick off from the halfway line and England win the ball back. Let's have a look if McKenzie will add this 3 points for the All Blacks. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, dear goodness. He's run out of time. McKenzie has run out of time. Drama here at Dunedin. He's taken too long to take the kick, and a scrum has been awarded to England now. Well, you don't see it every day, but it seems to become a custom with all the All Blacks games. It was called against Australia, I think, a year or two back. And this time it goes against the All Blacks for taking too long to take the kick. Well, I cannot believe it. A scrum to England now. And Damian McKenzie has had an absolutely awful game today. Right, so Spencer to feed this one in with less than a minute to go. Can England steal this one? Spencer has been put under pressure, all sorts of pressure here on England now, but they have managed to secure penalty to England, and it's just outside their own 22, and a chance to kick this downfield. Finn Smith will kick this downfield for England. And that ball is going to find touch on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. It's a line out for England. And from here, they can set up a driving maul, try to milk a penalty somewhere down the line. Shadow Slayer asking out what time is South Africa playing. So 5 o'clock South African time. Right, Theo Dan with a throw in, finds his jumper. Here they come, Spencer to Finn Smith. Now it's going to be straightened up by Ben Earl. Quick ball, Spencer again. Now Finn Smith gets the ball out to Tommy Freeman on the 10-meter line towards the middle of the field now. It's Ben Earl again. Still, they've got the ball. What's going to happen with this one? Comes back again now, Finn Smith. Out it goes to Freeman again on the back foot. Caught between the 10 and the halfway line inside All Blacks territory. There's a penalty to the All Blacks, and that should wrap it up. Time is up on the clock, and it should be all over from here. The All Blacks already celebrating, And it's just a matter of kicking this ball out now. Sure. It could have gone either way, that penalty, really. But it's the All Blacks who got it, and they're going to kick this out. And that is going to be a 1-point victory for the All Blacks, as close as you can get it. And definitely not what I expected. But a 1-point victory in the end for the All Blacks over England. And can't really say well deserved. It's been both teams not their best performance. And as expected, the All Blacks a little bit rusty. I thought they were going to get going in a second. It never happened. But 16-15 it is. 1-point victory to the All Blacks. We are going to leave it at that for now. I will see you guys at round about, well, say 4:45 today vir die Springbokke wedstryd wat natuurlik in Afrikaans gaan wees. So kom ons sien uit daarna om met julle te gesels so van kom ons maak dit so van 4:15 af. So ons sal julle daai tyd sien. Again, thank you for all of you who have joined in for this commentary one. We will see you a little bit later for the Springbok game. So until then, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.